Hello, thank you for joining us. Today we're going to talk about the rider's seat. So the first thing maybe to make clear is, or it might be obvious, but to some people it isn't, is that we don't actually sit on the horse. If you think you're sitting, then your position's going to be off from the start. So it's actually just a standing position in correct posture. It's like the position they call of mechanical advantage for any kind of sport. You know, so your joints are all flexed and your body is aligned and in balance. So your center of your body is over your grounding point. So that you should maintain always, however short the stirrups are, you still keep your grounding point below your center. So of course when we're on the horse, our feet are not on the ground, but we can ground through the horse. As Buck says, when you ride, the horse should be like your legs. So you move like you would move on the ground. In fact, if you can move even better than you move on the ground, it would be nice for your horse. You know, we always want our horses to move graceful and proud. So I think it's our job to take that posture on, to have poise, and then we offer that more to our horse. So a good position on the horse starts with the centre of the body. For years I had problems with my back, and riding teachers would always say, sit up straight, especially Miguel when we did the exhibitions. He was forever shouting at me, sit up straight, straighten your back, straighten your back. And actually that's the worst instruction you can give somebody, to straighten your back, because that just, as I found out from experience, causes a lot of pain. So it needs to start in the pelvis. You know, the first thing is to bring your pelvis upright. And once your pelvis is upright, then you can open the front of your body, think of stretching the front, opening your chest, and that'll give you a correct position. When your pelvis is tipped backwards, then your back's going to round. To make it straight's more or less impossible. So having a correct position on the horse has many advantages, apart from it feels better for us and the horse, especially for being in balance. So when our body is aligned and in balance, we're in balance with our horse. We make it easier for our horse to carry us. And if we can just let go and relax and stay in that poised, balanced position above our horse, if the horse was to get a fright or jump or stumble or something happens, we will go with the horse. You know, when you grip on too much and hold on, you actually hold yourself above the horse. And then if he was to make a sharp movement, you would be left without a horse. You know, as they say, the art of riding is just keeping the horse between your arse and the ground. So that's all there is to it. We also use a light forward seat for riding up hills, to take the weight off the back of the horse, or if we're going to be jumping or galloping. If we're riding downhill, we definitely don't want to lean back, because then we would overload the horse's back and hind quarters, which he has to get tucked underneath him to balance himself. We just want to stay in a very upright position, and if it's a very steep hill, we can always brace our lower leg to give us a bit of extra support. So the best way to learn balance on the horse is to really ride without a saddle if you can, and have somebody else hold the horse, so you're not thinking about guiding the horse. We did do a little video about this with Luis. So that's just practice to get an independent seat, so you can use your arms and legs and guide your horse, that your arms and legs aren't going to move when your seat moves. You know, it's very important to separate the body in the centre. So from the waist down, we're going to move with the horse, and from the waist up, it's going to stay still in the centre of the horse, so we don't put our horse off balance, especially if you have a long back like I do. If you move a bit back or forward out of the centre line, that would have a big effect on your horse. So the position of the arms is a very, again, natural position. A good way to find that point is just to bring your arms forward, reach them up as high as you can, turn them back, thinking of turning from the shoulders, and then on a nice long out breath, just drop your arms down by your sides, let them hang, flop down, bend them at the elbows, and just let your arms come up in front of you. Okay, so I hope that'll be a bit helpful for you. If there's anything else, I've got a feeling I've forgotten something. If there's anything else or anything you've found useful to help develop your seat, then we'd love to hear from you. I think a good point to remember is that your body influences your mind more than your mind influences your body. So by taking on a relaxed, confident, poised position, you give that feeling better to the horse. That's going to influence what you're thinking, how you're approaching it. You know, it's going to influence your attitude. And of course, to the horse, the attitude is very important. Come around here, Maurice. So, yeah, thank you for being with us today, and we'll see you next time.